Now we come with the Pawniard. The Haunter comes back in. We've got so much energy here. We're going to go for the Night Slash. This is going to be taking out the Haunter. Goodbye, Haunter. And then it's just the Azal Bombaril in the back. So we're going to come in with the Sableye. And we're going to count to 5. And then we're going to throw in the Pawniard there. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shrady, and welcome back to the channel. So the Little Jungle Cup is gone. It's gone, probably forever. So all those Pokemon you built, hopefully you didn't build too many. Hopefully you can use them to build some other stuff for some other cups. But the Halloween Cup is now here. And I've been building a Pokemon for months now, trying to get it ready for this specific cup. And then also I'll probably use it in the Open Great League just to have some fun with it. But yeah, before we get into it, if you enjoy this video, I would appreciate it if you left a like. It does really help out the channel. And if you're new, I would appreciate it if you subscribe, as long as you enjoy the content, as there will be much more like it. And also, got a huge favor to ask. I worked very, very hard on a game that I played on the gaming channel called Ender Lilies. And if you want to be a bro, go over there and check it out. I spent a lot of time working on that one and didn't seem to perform too well. But if you want to check that out, I'd very much appreciate it. Alrighty then. So, without any further ado, let's get on into it. Shibbity bop. Put it in the montage. Nice sack, bro. Professionalism. I love you all. And so, yes, there he is, in all of his glory. Pawniard. And don't be fooled by his name. He is no pawn, okay? He's a Pawniard. If anybody was born in like 1990, then you might know it. Get pwned. Get pwned. Alright, that's enough flashbacks for 2002. So yeah, Pawniard is a dark and a steel type. So just like Bisharp, we've tested out Bisharp in the Great League and we've seen how absolutely terrible that thing is. But hey, it hits so goddamn hard, and Pawniard is no different. Well, it's very different actually, because it has Night Slash. It also has Fury Cutter, so this thing gets to Night Slashes very, very quickly. And since it's got that partial dark typing, it's kind of weak to Charm, even though it's a steel type. But it also has Iron Head. So if you run across a Wigglytuff, you can surprise the absolute crap out of that thing with an Iron Head. Let's check out the team I ran. I don't even know what team I ran, because I ran a bunch of different teams. So we tested these out. If you guys want me to do a video of like, hey, 3 strong teams for the Halloween Cup, let me know in the comments. I can get that done for you very, very easily. But today we're just going to be focusing on Pawniard. Now, I used a lot of different teams with Pawniard to see what would be best. And to be honest, the best one I could come up with was the double poison team. So it was Pawniard, Shadow Nidoqueen, and Golbat. So I think that's the best team I've come up with so far. So we're going to start with that one. And this is up against Clapton Caveman. Clapton, I'm sorry I put this battle first, but I'm sure you understand why I did. Okay, so we pick up an interesting lead up against the Drapion. We're going to be triple resisting those poison, or double resisting those poison stings. We go ahead and catch on the Golbat, which is an Aqua Tail. I figured it was going to be an Aqua Tail. He did farm up to a Sludge Bomb, though. Alright, and he comes in with the Tentacruel. And I ain't messing around here. I'm going straight for the Shadow Ball. This will do quite a bit of damage if it lands. Our wing attacks are hitting for neutral, whereas the poison jabs are resisted on his side. And unless he goes for a Hydro Pump, I am going to win back switch here, because a Hydro Pump will take me out, and Acid Spray will not do enough, because these poison jabs, like I said, are resisted. So now we're going to be going for the Poison Fang, just to debuff this Tentacruel so we don't go down to the poison jabs, because there's an inevitable secondary Acid Spray coming through here. So we're gonna let that come through and then farm on down. And we are now 4 times debuffed. Our defense is not looking too great, but that's fine. Golbat did its job. All right, what's coming back in? It's going to be that Drapion. Drapion, even though these even though Golbat is 4 times debuffed, these poison stings are not taking it out. So I'm going to be switching back into the Pawniard, going straight for the Iron Head here. This is going to hit for neutral, whereas a Night Slash would be resisted because of the dark typing. And baboosh, Drapion is gone. In comes an Ariados. So this Clapton's running some serious spice here. Now, this is not the best matchup because Lunge does hit for neutral. You got to remember we have that partial dark typing, so I think I decide to just let it go and see how much it does. So it is a Lunge. It does most of our health, which is expected. I'm going to be over farming here, attempting to make sure that he doesn't get any extra poison stings in, but as we can see, that's not going super well. All right, we land the Night Slash there, and we go for the next one, hoping that this is a CMP tie. I'm really hoping to CMP tie. Pawniard will win most CMP ties here. So next Night Slash coming through, and I switch into my Nidoqueen. And at this point, I know that Clapton is backed into a corner. He's got nowhere to go. All he has is lunge and cross poison, and he is going to be chucking a million lunges at my Shadow Nidoqueen, and Shadow Nidoqueen is not going to care about a lunge. Now, I could go for this resisted Poison Fang to take him out, but I don't think it's, I mean, well, I'm sorry, Clapton, I'm sorry. Look, it's nothing against you, okay? It's just, I had to do it. I had to do it. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. I put that one first, Clapton. I'm very sorry. That's not the first battle I did. We're gonna take a look at some of these losses. All right, so this here is the double dark team. I got Galarian Lanoon as the safe switch, which is not a good safe switch, by the way, just to let you know. All right, we pick up an interesting matchup here up against a Crustle. We're both doing neutral damage. X Scissor will be resisted, but Rock Slide or Rock Blast, depending on what he's running, both hit for neutral. So Rock Slide comes through. That does quite a bit of damage there. We're going to be forcing a CMP time, but losing that CMP time, so not sure why I forced it. One for the Shadow Ball. Now we switch into the Lanoon, which is not a great matchup either, because Body Slam and Gunk Shot are both resisted. He comes in with a Beedrill, and I've got a lot of energy here. As you can see, it only takes 3 Snarls to get to a Body Slam, but guess what? X Scissor hurts real bad, especially when he sneaks in Poison Jabs every time I throw a charge move. That's real bad. See that? Yeah, that was bad. That's me getting poison snuck in jabs and mooks. Whatever, I got both shields. All right, what about that, huh? What about that, Deadbeat? Oh yeah, this is Deadbeat Pilgrim, by the way. What about that? I got both of your shields. What are you gonna do now? I'm clearly gonna win this game. I come in with the Jellicent to force him to dump his energy. Never mind, I should decide to shield this up, I guess. It's probably an X Scissor. Oh, he does go for the Drill Run. Okay, perfect. All right, so now we are going to save a Shadow Ball for later. Come in with the Pawniard. And let's just shield this up, because if it's a Drill Run, it'll hurt. If it's an X Scissor, it'll probably still hurt. So we're going to shield that up. We're going to farm up. We get to nothing. Here comes an X Scissor. I didn't realize he had that much energy, and it does not that much, but that's okay. I'm going to be over farming. These Smackdowns are resisted. We're going to be going for the Iron Head. This is going to be doing super effective damage because of that steel or rock typing on the Crustle, and the last Pokemon is a Galvantula, and I automatically lose because now this Galvantula is going to farm me down and throw a discharge at my jelly bubblegum jelly man. Yep, so that Shadow Ball that I saved for later was perfectly useless. All right, very nice, Deadbeat. Okay, now these are in the order in which I battled them. You're gonna see I didn't do too great, but I used a lot of different teams, so we get to see how Pawniard performs. You know what I mean? So here's the double poison team. This is the one that seems to work the best. All right, we pick up a negative lead here, but we can do neutral damage with the Iron Head, but we're going to switch directly into the Golbat here, as Nidoqueen has a better matchup against Golbat, or up against Azumarill than Golbat does because of the poison jabs. But this is still a good matchup here. We can do super effective damage with the Poison Fangs. We just have to watch out. Ice Beam does hit for super effective, so if we want to retain Switch, we're going to have to shield this up, and it was actually a Hydro Pump, so very good shield there. Alolan Marowak comes in. We're going to be going for the Shadow Ball. This is why Golbat works very well as a safe switch. You can do super effective damage sometimes to Pokemon that resist the bait move, like here. So we get the shield, and then if I call a bait here, then I'm looking really good, but he's probably going to go for the Shadow Bone, and then he can farm me down. So things are not looking great still. Alolan Marowak is kind of a core breaker to this team. I've noticed a lot of Alolan Marowak and Pawniard, or I'm sorry, Alolan Marowak and oh, what's his face? Obstagoon. They like to solo my entire teams. All these teams I built, a lot of them are weak to Alolan Marowak and Obstagoon. Alright, either way, it's fine. We can do this. We come in with a Nidoqueen here. The last Pokemon is a Chandelure. So we're going to be going for the bait here. This is a resisted Poison Fang, which Chandelure in the Great League is absolutely glassy as all hell. So as you can see, even though he called the bait, I get to this next Poison Fang, and this is definitely going to be taking it out unless he wants to shield. Let's see. He decides to let it go. That does actually take it out, and now it's just the Azon Bombarilla in the back, and we all know how this goes. We shield this up. We go for the Poison Fang. This Poison Fang debuffs the Azumarill's, the Azon Bombarill's defense, and then he leaves it up to his Alolan Marowak, which has very, very little HP. Not sure why he didn't shield the Azon Bombarilla, but it didn't really matter. Then I throw Pawniard out there because Pawniard is the MVP. Pawniard is clearly the GOAT. Deadbeat, I'm sorry, you have been de-goated by Pawniard. Alright, into the next. And this is my meme team. This is the alright, up against Deadbeat again. This is the meme team I picked. It's Pawniard, Haunter, and Gengar. And then I find the Obstagoon lead. Alright, so watch what I do here. I decide to save the Iron Head. and then switch out. But since he got the boost, the counter actually went through on the Pawniard and took out the Pawniard. So I am now just gonna let his Obstagoon take out my whole team. I was trying to save the Iron Head and defer the counter onto the Haunter, but instead the counter landed on the Pawniard, and that did a lot of damage, and he got a boost, and now it's just over. It's over. All right, so we're gonna just go for the Focus Blast here, just to... Please, Deadbeat, please, just let me have this, please. Come on. Okay, all right, well, and there's my revenge. Well, that's my payback for 2 shield flexing on Clapton Caveman there, running a team that should not work, and it didn't work. Found the one Pokemon that countered everything. Okay, it's fine, we can do this. All right, into the next battle. This one's up against Technician Grim. So again, we're using the Linoon here. I would highly recommend you using Sableye instead of Linoon for this team. Sableye on this team actually ended up dominating way harder than Linoon ever could. I just had a Galarian Linoon build, plus it's shiny, so you know, you gotta flex that every once in a while. Alright, so we're gonna let the play rough come through. We're gonna go for the extra Hex there, try to get some extra energy in here. This is a positive matchup here. We're gonna be resisting the bubbles. Now it does say to run Bubble and Bubble Beam, but I didn't have any charge TMs for my Jellicent, so it's running the safe switch moveset. Well, whatever, who cares? Alright, so we landed the next Shadow Ball, and now at this point, I think I just let this go. It doesn't KO here, and then they surprised me with a Golbat, and I'm like, oh god, what do I do? So I come in with a Linoon, and this is still not great. Linoon is not very good. See, if I had a Sableye here, this would be perfect, but I don't. I have a Linoon. And then I'm trying to prevent fast moves, because a lot of times you can throw 2 3-turn fast moves, and the opponent will get in 3 2-turn fast moves. I'm sorry, did I say that right? You try to throw 2 3-turn fast moves, and the opponent should get in 3 2-turn fast moves. I keep doing that, but Tech Grim keeps getting in 4, as you can see there. So I'm just bad at the game, probably. All right, so we're going for Body Slams. We get the shield there. Very nice. That's wonderful. Now, I could shield this and go for another Body Slam, but there's no point, because they will definitely just farm me down. Golbat is a bit rough for my team, considering my Jellicent is almost dead. All right, so now I guess we come in with the Pawniard here. And they blind switch into a Beedrill. Okay, so I'm just gonna go straight for the Night Slash here and hope for the boost. This isn't too bad, but a Drill Run will take us out. Drill Run is super effective. Look at that Night Slash. That's a neutral Night Slash. All right, so there we go. We try to catch, but Tech Grim is no noob. Tech Grim knows to watch for the catch. So now at this point, I have to call the bait, and I do call it bait, and that was a Fell Stinger, which is a Power Punch clone. That should not have done that much damage, but apparently it did. So it's a Fell Stinger. All right, so go for the thing, and then now we got to shield up another Fell Stinger, and looks like they're probably gonna beat me to the next Fell Stinger, and then I'm gonna lose. That one. Yeah, we lost that one. It's okay. We'll try harder next time. All right. Alrighty then. GG's Tech Grim. Now we get to see me beating Tech Grim. All right, Tech Grim. Let's see what you think about my double poison team, huh? All right, picking up a negative lead. We're going to be switching. Actually, no, this time I actually decided to stay in for a little while here. And I'm going to attempt to catch a play rough here. I saw that they snuck a bubble in there, which is fine. This Iron Head does hit for neutral, so this isn't too bad. All right, now we go through the Golbat, and I hope to God hope to God they weren't baiting with an Ice Beam. I'm hoping this is a play rough. It is a play rough, so I was able to catch there. And Sableye comes in. See, this is a good matchup for Sableye because the Poison Fang is resisted. Foul Play hits for neutral. I do make a mistake here. I decided to let this come through, and I could have gone for the Shadow Ball, but I was worried I was going to get farmed down. But I would not. I would have been able to make it to the Shadow Ball there, so I should have definitely gone for the Shadow Ball. But instead, I go for the resisted Poison Fang, which will debuff the Sableye, which is fine. Sableye does farm me down, so Sableye has some energy now. My Pawniard can do pretty well up against the Sableye. It resists everything. Resists the foul play, resists the return. But obviously Pawniard is very, very glassy, so it's going to go down very, very quickly. So we go for the Night Slash. That actually takes it out. And now we're going to come in. We're going to stay in here. And then just go for the Iron Head. Try to force a CMP tie here. This is my attempt at forcing a CMP tie. I was actually just guessing that Tech was going for an Ice Beam. Or maybe that was a different match. I think that was a different match. Okay, so we let this come through, and now we leave it all up to our Shadow Nidoqueen, because obviously Nidoqueen gonna be slapping this Azon Bombardil to the ground. So we double shield everything. Everything coming through gets double shielded. Or shielded, whatever. And then what's in the back? It is a Mandibuzz. We can win this. We can definitely win this. Mandibuzz can lose I need to be able to shield something, though. Alright, so we need to prevent fast moves as much as we can. We do sneak in a poison jab, which is absolutely massive here. We got to save our shield. Not quite yet. That foul play will not take us out. And now we're going to be over farming Z. There. See, I threw 3 2-turn fast moves, and they got in 2 snarls. So I don't know why I couldn't do it the opposite way around, but whatever. We get the shield, and now we actually have to shield this, or obviously we lose. Alright, so I'm going to have to overfarm here. I have to overfarm. It's going to take Tech Grims 4 more snarls to get to another move, but I threw on 3 just to make sure. I didn't want them to get didn't want to be surprised by that. Either way, Azam Bombarel comes back in, and since we overfarm, we are able to take out the Azam Bombadil with Poison Fang. GG's Tech Grim. Alright. Into the next battle. So next we've got Hoopa. And I'm pretty sure Hoopa was using their alt account, so it's gonna be Tiger Stripes. First up, we got the Jellicent team with Double Dark in the back. This time it looks like I actually switched to a Sableye. We pick up a negative lead, we switch into the Sableye, and it looks like Hoopa comes in with a Nidoqueen, which kind of makes sense as a negative matchup for Nidoqueen, but Nidoqueen also loses pretty substantially to Jellicent, so that would be why you would come in here with the Nidoqueen. Now, if I get hit by Stone Edge or an Earth Power, I lose, but I do call it bait correctly, and it was a Poison Fang, which is persisted. Does debuff my defense, but that's fine. We're going to be just going for foul plays here, as many as we can. Nidoqueen does get to the Poison... Oh, I snuck in 2 Shadow Claws there. Must have been some lag, but basically, yep, call another bait there, and now I can just farm this thing down. I actually probably should have thrown there, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, so comes out with a Haunter, and I have the Pawniard. Pawniard can do this. Now Pawniard still has to shield up these resisted moves because Haunter, it's very hard. So these Fury Cutters here are double resisted because of the poison and ghost typing, both of them resisting the bug type. So I go for the Night Slash, and now I have to shield up again. I don't have to. It's probably a Shadow Punch, but I'm gonna shield it up again. And that's just, yep, there you go. And then it's an Azam Bombarel in the back. And again, I make a guess here that they're going for an Ice Beam. And so I'm able to catch the Ice Beam on the Jellicent, which is going to be doing resisted damage here. So Ice Beam probably would have taken the Pawniard out. So it does make sense to go for an Ice Beam, but that was a finally one big brain play that Shrady has ever done, is actually calling that they were going for an Ice Beam instead of a Play Rough. But either way, we're going to come in, we're going to overfarm, go for the extra Hex here. Play Rough is going to hit for neutral. We're farming up to 100 energy. We're throwing the Shadow Ball. We fail to prevent a fast move there, which is kind of stupid. Go for the Shadow Ball, and I go for another Shadow Ball. This next Shadow Ball doesn't KO, so what I'm going to do, because if I take the Azumarill out, the Haunter is going to farm me down. So I just sit here and wait for them to throw. Because I want to go down here. I want to lose the Jellicent so the Jellicent doesn't get farmed down. Now we come with the Pawniard. The Haunter comes back in. We've got so much energy here. We're going to go for the Night Slash. This is going to be taking out the Haunter. Goodbye, Haunter. And then it's just the Azam Bombarel in the back. And I don't even know why I didn't throw the Iron Head right away, but there you go. Iron Head comes through, and that's going to be taking out the Azam Bombadil. So GG's Hoopa. All right. And next, this is the double Poison team up against Tiger Stripes. And this one didn't go as well as I wanted it to. All right, so we pick up a positive lead here. We're going to be hitting for super effective with the Night Slash. We're going to take it. We take a resisted from everything. We take a resisted from Dark Pulse, from Shadow Ball, and we take triple resisted from Psychic. So we go for the Night Slash. That does get the shield. I get the boost. So I decided to shield this up. This is most likely a Dark Pulse. No, it's a Shadow Ball. Either way. So now, since I got the boost, they want me to switch out, so they come with the Drapion. I get a bunch of lag here. I should have gone for the Iron Head here. I don't know why I went for the Night Slash. This is a boost Night Slash, but it's resisted, so yeah. I did force the CMP tie there. This is going to be an Aqua Tail. I'm going to let this come through. Since he decided to call the bait, I'm actually going to decide to switch out into my Nidoqueen, which may have been a mistake there. I think that's actually probably a big mistake, because we can get hit for super effective with these Aqua Tails, and they do quite a bit up against a Shadow Nidoqueen. So again, we're trying to prevent fast moves and just failing miserably every time we try to, so doesn't really matter. Going for the Poison Fang, that actually gets the shield. I'm fine with that. And I could have shielded this. Yeah, could have shielded it, but I don't. Pawniard needs shields. That's the biggest problem with Pawniard. All right, so yeah, my camera went off. So now the stupid camera. All right, so the Golbat is going to be coming in to farm down. We're going to tank an Aqua Tail here. Okay, now that camera doesn't work. Either way, so we farm down the Drapion. That is absolutely fine. And now the Cofagrigus comes back in. We're going to go for the Shadow Ball. This Shadow Ball is going to be doing super effective damage. I don't think it KOs, though, actually, surprisingly. So there it is. Doesn't get stabbed, so probably just doesn't KO because of that. I come in and I take it out, and there's an Umbreon in the back. And this is actually a positive matchup here, although we are very low on health. And now I could have won this game. I could have won this game, and you'll see exactly why. See, what I should have done is let this go. But I anticipated that all Hoopatastic was running Last Resort and not Psychic. I was thinking, oh, it's probably got Last Resort, so no big deal. You know, I don't need to shield anything on the Golbat. So I get farmed down with those resisted Snarls, and I come in with the Golbat, and I'm like, Foul Play ain't gonna hurt that much. You know, it's not gonna be too bad. It's a freaking Psychic. It's a Psychic. And I was one wing attack away from the Poison Fang. Damn you, Hoopa. Damn you, Hoopa, and your community day moves. Alright, anyways, GG's. GG's. We're running the meme team again. This is up against Clapton. Once again, we got this one and one more battle after this. Alright, so meme team time. Can we land a Focus Blast? That is the entire goal of this team, is to get shields early and then land a Focus Blast with the Gengar. Alright, so we farm all the way up to the Shadow Ball. Clapton comes in with a Crustle, so we're gonna bait with the Shadow Punch there. And now it looks like he's going for the farm down, which makes sense. These Smackdowns are hitting for a lot of neutral damage here, so we're gonna go for the next Shadow Punch, which does a lot, but not enough. So we come out with Shield Advantage, which so far, so good. And now we can come back in. I wanted to actually, probably should come back in with the Pawniard here, but I came in with a Gengar. And the reason is I want to land a Focus Blast. It's the entire reason I built this meme team, is to land a Focus Blast. So we need energy on the Gengar in order to do that. And let's see what comes back in. It is gonna be probably the Beedrill. It is the Beedrill. So we switch right away into Pawniard, and then Galvantula comes in, and things are not looking great with the Galvantula back there. How the hell are we? Okay, we get the boost. God, let it go. Please let it go. Let it go. All right, I shielded like an idiot. All right, so now we're gonna be over farming just a little bit there. Probably could have thrown one or two more Fury Cutters, but that's okay. Gonna be going for the Night Slash. That takes out the thing, and now the Beedrill comes in. Beedrill is gonna be doing something here. Probably a Drill Run, maybe an X-Scissor. If it's an X-Scissor, it's even worse because they're probably gonna farm me down with those double resisted moves. I get to the Night Slash, but it doesn't matter because Clapton has a shield, and Clapton is gonna shield the crap out of that. Now the Shadow Punch comes through. If I had Sludge Ball, or if I had Shadow Ball here, I think I might have been able to do it, but no, it's just a Drill Run. It's just a Drill Run, and that Drill Run's gonna be doing super effective damage. And now we go down, and we lose, and we're sad. We're sad, boys. Alrighty then. Last battle. Clapton Caveman. Alright, double Dark Team. Here we go. I think I'm running Sableye this time. I'm running Sableye this time. We have a positive matchup. Pretty much our whole team beats Nidoqueen here, so we're doing good. He does a very, very nice catch onto an Umbreon. So this Umbreon's going to be taken resisted from the Shadow Ball, obviously. Now we come in with the Pawniard. Now we get to see what Pawniard really can do here. Now we're hitting for super effective... God, I can't talk. We're hitting for super effective damage with the Fury Cutters here because of that Dark typing. We're going to just tank whatever. Foul Play, Last Resort, Psychic, it's all resisted, so... We overfarm a bit too much that time. I was trying to force a CMP tie, but it did not work. So next Foul Play coming through. As you can see, even though they're resisted, they're still doing a lot of damage. So I farm all the way up to 100 energy. I have 2 Iron Heads here, and then I make another mistake. I throw a Night Slash. Why didn't I just throw the other Iron Head? Iron Head takes it out. Night Slash does not. Now I have to shield. I'm very stupid. All right, so there you go. I'm now currently I'm shielding an Umbreon with a Pawniard. That's how my day is going. All right, okay, here we go. Let's see what comes in. What's it going to be? It's going to be the Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen does have some energy here because he did a very nice catch in the beginning of the match. So I go for the Night Slash. That does quite a bit of damage. And we're going for the next Night Slash here. This will probably get the shield, I would imagine, because this is going to do a lot of damage. So we get the shield. Now we come in with the Nidoqueen, or in the Jellicent, and there's a Mandibuzz in the back. So we got the Mandibuzz out in front here. We got the Mandibuzz where we want it. And this is why you like to run Ice Beam on Jellicent, by the way. In case you ever run into a Mandibuzz or something like that takes super effective from Ice Beam, then you have it, you know? So we're going to go for the next Ice Beam. This will not actually KO it, but it'll come really, really close. So we do get the shield. And we do force a CMP tie. The problem is a Foul Play or a Dark Pulse. Neither one KOs. And now I get Snarled. Or actually get Air Slash down. So it's a little bit better. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come in with the Sableye, and it takes 5 Air Slashes to get to a move. So we're going to come in with the Sableye, and we're going to count to 5, and then we're going to throw in the Pawniard there. We're going to sack the Pawniard on this foul play here. This foul play is going to hit for a resist. It doesn't really matter. Takes out the Pawniard. Would have done neutral to Sableye, and now it's the Nidoqueen in the back, and I think he overtapped there. I'm pretty sure. I think he said he overtapped. But yeah, because that Nidoqueen, I'm pretty sure had a charge move. But I would have won the CMP tie anyway, but I'm pretty sure I also overtapped. So, but either way, I'm able to take out the Nidoqueen, and now it's just the Mandibuzz in the back, and I just gotta go for a return. I think foul play probably would have done it with the Shadow Claws, but we're gonna go for the for sure, you know, take this thing out, get it out of the way, and there it goes, return. Mandibuzz has returned to from whence it came. Alrighty then. So that's Pawniard. And yeah, what do I think about Pawniard? Is it worth the investment? It's an XL Pokemon, you know? I don't know if you saw the IVs on it. 15, 15, 11. It's not good IVs. I just built a cheap one, you know? I have a lot of good ones that could have been better, but they need to be like level 48, level 50, something like that. So I built one that only needed to be like level 44. And I best buddied it and that kind of stuff. So is it worth it? If you want to have fun, then yes. Definitely, it is 1000% worth it. But if you're trying to win and you're trying to sweat and you're trying to be an absolute nerd, then no, probably not. Just don't build it. Just build a Shadow Nidoqueen and a Mandibuzz. And be a scrub. But, I mean, you can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? If you want to be a scrub, it's fine. I'm not going to judge you for it, scrub. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would appreciate it if you left a like down below. If you're new to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe as long as you enjoy the content. And I am looking forward to seeing you in the next video. I appreciate all you guys. I love all you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Shout out to my patrons, Billy Bravebird, Running Froggy, The North Star, Doug J. Dempsey, Cleric, Ryan Borowski, Dave Adamson, K, JR91, Dragobout, Angle Waits, Mediolara, DJ Mimsy, Clapton Caveman, King Edward, Austin Gustovic, Moach, Kodiak Jenkins, Vintage Kish, Kitty Sophie, Kit Kulek, Will M, Edward O'Neill, Winter Fang, Infamous One, Daniel Timms, Ray Rafik, Ankle Weights, Insubin, Stashu, Madhouse 655321, Pineapple Pidgey, Radakina, and Betnix.